Hey Carnivores, I'm Cassandra. This is my Apex Odyssey, and it's Saturday afternoon, and you know what that means. It's time for us to talk about my grocery shopping and what I'm eating for this week and what I ate last week. I guess I should say what I'm planning to eat this week because it can change a little bit. So last week was the freezing week, and I wanted to make sure I had food that could be eaten cold if necessary. So I got some bacon and ground beef, and that's what I ate pretty much all week. Just cold bacon that had been previously cooked, and then ground beef. And I heated up the ground beef, but I could eat it cold, you know, after it's cooked. I can eat it cold. I know you could eat it raw if you wanted, but that's not my jam. So I had it in the refrigerator, ready to eat in case of a power outage, but I was able to cook it, and that's what I ate most of the weekend. I realized I could live off of that, and I bought 20 pounds of ground beef, but I decided to only cook half of that, and that was way, you know, that was plenty. So with 10 pounds of ground beef and 3 pounds of bacon, I could survive off of that every week. And that could probably be had for around 50 bucks a week. I did have some other stuff one time during the week, as well as today. I had some sardines. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Oh, sometimes I had the addition of butter over the course of a week. The whole week, I probably ate a total of 1 stick. And one day I had some eggs, probably 4 eggs, but that's what I ate that last week. So what I got this week is I'll have ground beef again. I didn't need to buy any because I still had some left over from last week. So what I got was 3 pounds of bacon ends and pieces, which I have already cooked. I cooked them all in a big pot and just stirred them around until they were done. The first thing I picked up when I got to the grocery store, which I went to Winn-Dixie, was some Primal Kitchen mayo or Primal mayo avocado, that avocado mayonnaise. A 12-ounce jar of that was $10. And that is a lot for mayonnaise. But I've wanted to try it. It'll probably last me for a long time because I won't use it very often. I mean, I don't know how soon it expires. But I wanted to try it. And the only way I was going to get to do that was to purchase some. So I did. I picked that up. Let's see what else I got. Boneless ribeyes. That's what they had on special for $7.99 a pound. I got... I got 2 packs of them, which had 2 or maybe 3 in each pack, so 6 of those. But I put them immediately in the freezer because I'm trying to keep my grocery expenses low. I didn't intend to eat any of those right now, but because I was not having to buy $30 or $40 worth of ground beef, I bought some ribeye steaks instead. What else have I got on here? Unsalted butter, and I just got the regular kind. I didn't get any. I mean, it's hard to pay $8 for something when there's one right beside it that costs less than $4. So I got unsalted butter. Well, I got 1 pack of pork rinds just for a little today. I won't say I had a snack because I ate this as a meal, but I wanted something that felt kind of like a treat meal. Yeah, I do this once a week-ish sometimes. So I used that mayo and a couple of cans of sardines and a couple of boiled eggs to make like a sardine salad. I put some tablespoon maybe of lemon juice in there. No, not lemon juice, my bad. I've used lemon juice before, but this time I used pickle juice. And that was good. I dipped pork rinds in there. So, it felt kind of like a chips and dip situation. And I watched I've been watching Gypsy Rose today while I ate pork rinds and sardine dip. So I did get pork rinds. I got a pack of eggs because I was out. I got 18 eggs. And weirdly, I got some cage-free eggs. And an 18 pack was $9.49. And they're cheaper, a little bit cheaper than regular old, the styrofoam container, no frills. 18 eggs was $10.99, I think. So, why not get the cage-free ones if they cost less? That was the pork rinds, Primal Kitchen mayo. Oh, and the bacon ends and pieces. And that was it. That's what I got. It was $69.22, which brought my monthly grocery shopping expenditures to $317.59, and that's all. That's all of the groceries that I will buy. I won't need to buy anything else in the month of January. So that's it, $317, so better than 400 and something. So I didn't do too bad this month. And I gotta tell you something crazy. I'm still having these weird nights. And last night was possibly the weirdest of all. I got in the bed at a reasonable hour, sometime after, like between 10 and 11, and I was reading so I could go to sleep, and I started getting acid reflux. So I did my usual stuff. I sat up, and then I went and drank just a little bit of pickle juice. Sometimes that will, get it to calm down. But nothing helped, and it felt like it was like right there. This was several hours after I'd eaten, because I eat pretty early. I ate, around 5, and this was close to midnight. So it was several hours later. It wasn't, whatever it was. All I ate for dinner was ground beef anyway, so it's not like I had something different that would have caused a reaction. But for whatever reason, it was pretty bad. I just knew if I laid down in the normal position that I would be able to go to sleep, that it would start coming up, because I could just feel it right there. It was rough. So I got up and went and sat in the recliner thinking I could sleep there. But then one of my housemates was in that. It's in a shared space. They were in there, so I did not actually get to sleep. And then they eventually went to bed, and I watched Gladiator 2, which I've been looking forward to seeing, because I couldn't sleep, and I couldn't lay down. I didn't want to come to bed and lay down because the reflux was still there. I don't know what it is that caused it, but I get it every once in a while still. I don't know if there's something structurally going on in my stomach or what. But anyway, I didn't sleep last night at all, period, zero. At 6 o'clock, I finally stopped watching TV, got up and got dressed to go and be at Winn-Dixie right about 7, because that's when they open. And oh my gosh, it was cold. It was 19 degrees outside. I was in the car for a long time before everything finally defrosted. And I went and did my grocery shopping and came back home. And I got home before 8 o'clock this morning, home with my groceries, and I put those up. So I got back in the recliner. It was still feeling not that great. It was still feeling questionable. It wasn't as bad as it had been that night. But, and I was just chilling. So, another housemate came and started playing a video game in the room where the recliners are. And so, I mean, and I wasn't trying to sleep, but I did doze off a little bit for about an hour, you know, just in and out of consciousness. I heard the stuff that was going on with the video game. So that's all I've slept today, was, you know, sort of halfway drifted off for an hour or so this morning around like sometime between 8 and 10 o'clock this morning. And that's been that. So I should sleep good tonight, hopefully, if I don't end up with more. Well, actually, a couple of people have suggested wedge pillows. The head of my bed is actually supposed to raise up like this. Whenever I first bought this, I bought this bed frame because it was adjustable. You know, it does like this. It folds up on the top and the bottom, on the head and the foot, I should say. But I've had it for maybe a year. Over the first few months, it got to where it's not really working that well anymore. After the first couple of months, it stopped going flat from the elevated position. If you push flat, it's supposed to go flat no matter what position it's in, but it stopped doing that. So I had to, you know, push the down button on the head and the foot to get it to go back to a flat position. And then a few months after that, the bottom stopped elevating at all. And after that, I just stopped using it. I'm afraid, you know, what if I get it stuck in the heads up position and it just breaks and doesn't work anymore? Then I'll be stuck with a bed that's shaped like this. But if I need to be elevated to sleep, that might not be the worst thing. So I don't have a wedge yet. And, you know, using pillows didn't help at all. They just kind of made me feel worse. I had a couple of pillows and was sitting almost straight up, but it was like, this is not going to work. So I may elevate the head of my bed and pray for the best. But yeah, I mean, third night in a row that I've just had a crazy night, and I'm ready for a good night's sleep. Maybe I'll get one tonight. So keep me in your thoughts as I hit the pillow tonight. That's still a few hours away. It's just 5 o'clock in the evening, but I did want to share my groceries with you. This coming up week, I plan to eat bacon and ground beef. I've still got ground beef that's cooked, but in the freezer that I didn't get to last week because I prepared plenty. And I appreciate you watching. Hit the like button and all of that if you haven't yet. It really helps me to get the word out. I want to share this with as many people as possible. And I hope y'all have a really good evening. And I'll see you in the next one.